So what do the Polyglot Journey and this digital communication series have in common? Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Dan. Welcome back to my channel. Now normally I talk about the Polyglot Journey and languages, but with this video and the last one that I made, I'm going to try and kind of steer the ship to a different direction, but not deviating too far from the Polyglot Journey. What connects these two, the Polyglot Journey and this digital communication, is just that: communication. Communication. It's all about communication, right? We want to learn languages so that we can communicate with other people. But as we're seeing now, technology and this digital world is getting bigger, it's getting stronger. And we're not the only ones that are involved. Yes, we can talk to each other, human to human, but normally we use the intermediary of, yes, the robot, the computer, the AI. So I got 2 talking points. First one, communication with people. Secondly, communication with the AI, with the robots, with the computers, with the algorithm. All right, so let's get started with the first talking point, communication with people. Now, from here, we know about the language barrier. You know, if you have a friend, if you know people that live in other countries, there are differences. But now I also want us to consider the generational differences, right? I think right now, the young generation is Gen Z. My generation, the millennials, were once considered the young ones, but now we're taking place of what Gen X was. And of course, the boomers, okay, boomer. Every generation that comes in and every generation that, gets older, there's always going to be that difference in viewpoints, difference in how we use technology, and in the end, how we communicate with each other. So now those of us that like to study digital marketing, social networks, all that stuff, they say, so where's your target audience? They go by age, gender, etc., demographic information. Are they on Facebook? Are they on Snapchat? They always say, oh, the younger ones are always on the hip new app. I guess right now we're talking about TikTok, Instagram supposedly, Facebook is for the more seasoned person. These are just things that we go on Google and we see these things. In addition to the language barriers that we might have, once again, the world is now more connected. We now have this difference in platforms, let's say. People hang out more on this app than on that app. Who are you trying to get in touch with? Who do you want to talk to? Who do you want to connect with? Once again, this goes back to people. Now, I don't think all this is going to get complicated. I just think that now we have some more factors to consider. Now that we have different apps, we have different people from all over the world in such apps. And hey, for those of us that have always been curious about learning about other cultures or learning about other things that are different from what we've grown up with, well, hey, here we go. It's possible, and now I think it's actually pretty exciting. Now, the second talking point, communication with the robots, communication with computers. And I wanted to say one word, and I've said it before, algorithm. Yes, algorithm. Let's just take YouTube as an example. And I've seen this happen much more clearly in YouTube lately. When you're on YouTube and you like a video, or you stay and you watch a video much longer, where you're almost completely watching a video, YouTube has a way of serving you more content like that, or even more so, more content of the person who made the videos that you like and watch. And it's amazing because it wasn't like that before. On one hand, it's great to discover other information, other content. But on the other hand, and I guess in my case, it just pretty much corners me into something. So what do? I communicate with the algorithm. I stop liking certain videos. I purposely go in and search other things, and I start liking other videos. So now I'm actually more conscious with what I like and with what I guess how long I watch videos on YouTube. TikTok is another great example. Everyone talks about how great this TikTok algorithm is for being discovered. TikTok will serve you more content depending on what you watch. The algorithm communicates with us. We communicate with the computer. We give the computer information, and the computer feeds us some stuff back. So I think we're going to have to be much more conscious about how we communicate with the AI. Starting now and even more so going forward. Because in the end, these screens, this technology is the intermediary that's connecting us human beings. This series on digital communication, this series on pretty much digital stuff, is still under works, still developing it. You know, I don't know exactly where it's going to go. But as I've been repeating in these last two videos, Polyglot Journey, digital communication, parallel. And what connects them is communication.